to Real Talk with Tamara. On today's show, I've been speaking about missing person Tracy Winslow. Tracy went missing from Oil City, Louisiana, and her cousin is on the phone to speak about, her cousin Felicia Starks is on the phone to speak about her disappearance and the suspicion surrounding it. In the first segment, Felicia spoke about how Tracy's ex-boyfriend is a suspect in her disappearance. Prior to her disappearance, he said there was a lot of domestic violence, and Felicia even spoke about how Tracy confided in her because like a month or so before she went missing, he started to become more and more aggressive, and even said that if she ever left him, that he would kill her. And she later disappeared, leaving 3 children behind. Felicia spoke about the kind of mother that Tracy was. She would never ever leave her children and not come back to see about her children, not even just to get away from an abusive man. Her car was later found and it was on fire. Now Tracy, Lord, I said Tracy, I'm sorry, Felicia, Miss Starks, how did he end up, because he's in jail right now, am I right?
That's correct.
How did he end up in jail?
Well, immediately following after her disappearance, they brought him in to question him, but he wasn't placed under arrest until about 3 days later, when they had felt like his statements were inconclusive and they wasn't consistent, and so they brought him in to question him at that time, and he had been placed under arrest and has been incarcerated ever since. Okay, and did they?
What charges is he in jail for? I mean, could you tell me the charges?
Yes, he was found guilty of arson. He was found guilty of kidnapping, and they also charged him with statutory rape.
Okay, statutory rape, because he started dating her when she was 14 years old and he was 24. Although, how old was she when she went missing?
She was 30.
Okay, she was 30 when she went missing, so they did reach back and charge him with statutory rape. So they charged him with arson, so they did find that he was the one that set her car on fire.
Yes. It was found that he was found guilty. Found guilty of the arson charge, as well as being responsible for her kidnapping. After the trial, within an hour, all jurors found him guilty of all charges.
Okay. So, did he ever come close to confessing?
Well, as we were brought in one particular day to the courthouse, and we were told that he was ready to confess, to tell what she was. So they in turn brought his family in and brought our family in, and we met with the DA, and the DA told us that he was ready to tell what she was, but he only wanted kidnapping. And as the DA met with myself and her mom, I remember her asking, he said there's a chance that he could receive less than 25 years if you all accept the kidnapping charge. And my aunt said, Tracy's mom said, I don't care if he doesn't get any time, all I want is my daughter. All I want is my baby brought home. And at that particular time, the DA instructed us, he said, I know as badly as you all would like for her to be found. He said, we're not going to give him a slap on the wrist. We're going to punish him to the fullest extent of the law. And at that particular time, they went back downstairs and met with him. And he said, no deal, nobody. I'm ready to go to trial.
So he took back his statement?
Yes. And we could not say anything regarding that during the time of that, because it could have caused it to be a mistrial. So we had to act as if that had never taken place.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And hope to pray that he would be found guilty.
So he was actually found guilty of her kidnapping, of statutory rape, and of arson, but he has not been found guilty of murder because they have not found her body and they cannot prove that he actually killed her.
Yes, that is correct. They basically after his sentencing, but the judge did tell him at the sentencing that I'm going to punish you. I'm going to give you the fullest extent. You're going to be punished to the fullest extent of the law because you show no remorse for your actions. And are you ready for your sentencing?
Wow. And how many years did he get?
Well, what they did, they charged him, they gave him 15 years for the arson, but the 15 went in with the 40 for kidnapping. And after that, they actually was getting ready to try him. He was getting ready to go to trial for the statutory rape, and at that particular time, he plea bargained. So he was given 4 years hard labor and 16 years registered as a sex offender on top of the 40.
Okay, so he's got 40 years, you said, altogether?
It's got the 40, and then it's 4 years on top of the 40 hard labor.
So overall, he did, the justice was served. We're basically just wanting for him now to tell what he has done with her body, and that's something that he will not do. Why do you think that he won't say, even though he's been convicted of arson and kidnapping and statutory rape as it relates to Tracy? Why do you think he won't just go ahead as he did before and go ahead and just tell where her body is?
I feel that he thinks that there's a chance that he could actually beat this, that he could actually get out. And he knows that if he tells where her body is, that he'll be facing additional charges. So that's one thing. And I recall him saying a while back, and he told her that if he couldn't have her, no one else would. And as it stands today, no one else has her. He's the only one that holds this deep, dark secret of where she's at. No one has her. And he's okay with that. He can rest now and knowing that no one else has her. Mm-hmm. And I just really feel like that, it's just, I'm praying that maybe one day we can get answers. Maybe one day that her kids can have the answers, and her mom, as her mom fights every day for her life. And I listen to her, and she tells me that I won't live to see the day when they find my baby. Mm-hmm. And and that's something that through all of this, to watch my family go through, and her mother and her kids suffer at the hands of him, his actions. And that's all we want is for him to give us her, so that we can possibly, begin to heal, begin to have closure, to begin to try to live again, because our life has been at a standstill point from the day Tracy was taken out of our life. And he holds the answers and refuses to give it to these are not just another man's kids, these are his kids. This is the mother of his children. And he refuses to give them what they so desperately need.
Wow. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Real Talk with Tamara. On today's show, I was speaking with Felicia Starks. Felicia Starks called in from Shreveport, Louisiana to speak about her cousin, Felicia Winslow. That Felicia went missing January 23rd of 2011. She was 30 years old at the time. Her cousin spoke about how Felicia went missing under suspicious circumstances. Right before she went missing, there was situations where she was abused. She was in an abusive relationship with her then boyfriend, her children's father. When she decided to get out of the relationship, he started to threaten her. He started to harass her even more, even calling her, telling her, "If you ever leave me, I will kill you." A month later, she went missing. Felicia's cousin, Tracy's cousin Felicia, spoke about how at first she had her 3 children and her mom because Tracy's mother was disabled. How because of the stress of not knowing where her child is, Tracy's mom has completely gone down. She's completely gotten sick and just gone down. It has taken a toll on her. The 2 other children were taken away. Her 2 older children were taken away by her ex-boyfriend's family. She sent them to school. Felicia spoke about how she sent them to school one day, and the family went and picked the 2 older children up from school and never allowed them to return to her home. But she still has her baby daughter, Tracy's baby daughter. She's raising her. She says that the little girl calls her mom, and she's trying to provide a healthy environment for her. She spoke about how the little girl that is now 9 years old has heart issues, and it comes from and her having a broken heart causes even more stress on her heart condition. Tracy's ex-boyfriend is now serving 40-something years in jail. He was not convicted of her murder, but he was convicted of her kidnapping, of arson, because her car was found on fire, and he was convicted of statutory rape because when he started dating Tracy, she was 14 years old and he was 24. Although she was 30 years old when she went missing, they did reach back and they did go back and charge him for statutory rape for even dating a child. Felicia spoke about how even with those 40-something years that he's gotten, he still will not tell. He still will not tell where her body is. He still will not confess and even give her children a resolution about what has happened to their mom. If anyone knows what has happened to Tracy, please give her family a resolution. Even though he's in jail for arson and kidnapping, he has not been convicted of her murder. And he will not confess because he still hopes to get out one day. So we don't want anything to ever be overturned and for him to ever walk free when we all know that he has actually harmed her. Her family feels that she is actually, no longer with us. She's actually dead. So if anyone knows where her body is, please give her family a resolution and speak up and tell her family where her body is and give them some peace, because this is really taking a toll on Tracy's family and on her children. If you are in an abusive relationship, because October is Domestic Violence Month, I think every month should be domestic violence. This is a prime example of what happens when you stay for too long or you don't report, because her cousin spoke about how Tracy said that she wasn't afraid of him. Even though he had beat her and she had gone through a lot, she did not have a lot of police reports. So if you are in an abusive relationship, please get away, because things of this nature happens. He said that he would kill her, and it seems that he has, because she's missing. The one thing that her family would want, that we all would want, is for her to walk through that door one day. But that chance is very bleak. It's very bleak, because he actually did confess to the murder, to doing something to her. But when he found out that they were not going to drop the charges, he took the statement back, and they could not be used in court. But I want to thank you all for tuning in to Real Talk with Tamara. As I said, if you're in an abusive relationship, please get out before you're out of here for good. Which is in your grave. No one, if anyone hits you, that's not a sign of love. That's a sign of control. That's a sign of anger. That's a sign of the complete opposite of love. So please get out. But I want to thank you all for tuning in to Real Talk with Tamara. Until next time, God bless us all.
Is a terrible place. I feel so alone. It looks like there's no God anywhere. Oh, no one to turn to. So I wondered, what is the purpose of going on? So I asked myself these questions many of times. I'm in this But where is my peace of mind? I'm in this world, but where is my joy unspeakable? I'm in this world, but where is the love that conquers all? Oh, love that conquers all. But in the midst of all my questions, a voice from heaven I heard saying, yes, you're in this world, and I am your hope. I am your hope. You're in this world, and I am your peace. I am your peace of mind. You're in this world, and I am your joy unspeakable. You're in this world, and I am here to show you love, to show you love. All I want you to do is trust me in this place. Only trust me. Trust me right here in this place. It may not feel good where you are, but trust me right here in this place. Don't try to go nowhere else, but stay right there and watch me move on your behalf. I know what I'm doing in your life. I have a perfect plan for you, yeah. I have you here for a reason. Yes, I do. You're gonna be my witness, yes, you are. I know all of the ingredients that I'm putting on the inside of you. Yes. I know what you're gonna be when I bring you out all right. Trust me. And when I heard the voice from heaven, yeah, my attitude has changed. Yeah. Whatever you wanna do, Lord, I trust you wholeheartedly. Yes, I do. Trust me. I know that all things are working out for my good. Oh, I'm gonna trust you. I got to trust you. Hallelujah. I've got to trust you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. In this place, trust me. In this place, trust me. In